Losing to the Eagles is the worst feeling in the world, but the film shows that in the middle of that heartbreak, we had several massive bright spots, and we have to talk about George Pickens. What is up, Cowboys Nation? I just read the post-game report from Cowboys Titan Patrik Walker on DallasCowboys.com, and it confirms what my last video was all about. The Maul of America is real, and we have a legitimate superstar at receiver. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Let's talk about another huge silver lining from that disaster. Let's go! Okay, let's start with the hype, because George Pickens is already a true pro. He was asked about the loss, and he is already focused on the next game. He said just keep going, and that he is super anxious to get back in the lab for Week 2 against the Giants. That is a winner's mentality. He also gave huge praise to Brian Schottenheimer, saying his preparation and play calling were nearly masterful. And on the field, his catches were all timely. He averaged a first down every time he touched the ball, and Dak had a quarterback rating of over 95 when throwing his way. When the Maul of America gave Dak time, Pickens was getting open and moving the chains. Okay, let's take a quick breath because it is hard to be hyped after a loss. But let's be real. A great debut from one player was not enough. The article points out that his presence helped CeeDee Lamb get open, but CeeDee had critical drops at key points in the game. That is the external obstacle that killed us. The offensive line can dominate. Pickens can be a stud, but if the team is making mistakes around them, it does not matter. It is a brutal numbers game, and we came up short. This is the deal. George Pickens proved that he is the real deal and that the trade was a stroke of genius by the front office. Mark my words. George Pickens is going to have over 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns this season. He is a legitimate #1 receiver, and the duo of him and CeeDee Lamb is going to terrorize this league for years to come. This loss hurts, but the emergence of a true superstar receiver is a massive, massive win for the future. I am so fired up about George Pickens. Let me know if his debut gave you a little bit of hope. If you want to help keep the Kool-Aid flowing, links in the description. Appreciate the support. Bipolar Blue, out.